Now, if you look at this, looks like a good straight posture. But actually, if you were to drop a plumb line from his shoulders down, they're actually slightly behind his hips, which means there's just about no chance that he can ground that out. Okay? This looks great. But any power that comes in here is going to actually tend to lift me. So you need to actually, your whole spine is floating on these two ball joints of your hips. Your pelvis is floating on there. And so get the spine oriented a little forward. It might feel like you're slouching a little bit. It's not. Actually, instead of being here, you notice that my hands now, if I dropped a rock from my hands, it would hit my toes, not my heels. So just a little bit here. Because now what comes in is going here and down, not up. Okay? So get this, and then take it into your knees, and then start to stretch. You get more and more solid. Okay? A lot of it's already over the way you're standing. You should do it every day. This could be in a dojo where you don't do a lot of this. You could do this as part of your warm-ups every class. It's just get people right from the start, get them grounded. Okay? So then, if you have this, you taking this down and out and underneath and over. I'm actually over him here and underneath him here. What I'm not doing is putting any attention on pushing against that where he is. Letting that come into me and just go into the floor. Okay? So my intent's out here, my eyes, I can extend down here, I can take my knees out. And if you do this, you should be able to walk through them. Give that a try. This is harder by magnitudes. So we're not going to do it for a really long time, but you really want to be strong both directions. Okay? So we're working on heaven and earth. But as I got strong with the heaven and earth, I started to expand on the horizontal. As you stretch this way, you're expanding in all the other directions. So if arrow's pushing on me, I should be able to take this, and now the knees are going out and the elbows are going out. So where's the line back? Well, there's a line through your arms, your elbows here. That line goes that way, behind him. Think about your hara. There's a line through the hara. So not only is there a line out there, but there's a line. It's a line. So there's arrows on both ends, like in geometry. So this is going this way, this way, this way. And so what I want to do is feel like the more I sit down here, the less of his push goes into the ball of my foot. What people are going to do is as they feel they're getting pushed, they're going to push with the ball of the foot. If he jumps away, I'm going to pop myself up off. Okay? So I'm looking to just sit and stream out both directions. And if you want, put one out, one back, and stream out your hands. This will actually help a bit. Okay? So you're sitting down here. So as arrow pushes harder and harder and harder. Okay? Now I'm going up. Okay? This knee is wonky for me, so I have in order to not, I just shifted to my left, which is not good. You want to stay right dead center. Okay? Now I have to, because I can't bend the knee as much, I have to use my intent more. So arrow pushes harder, and I'm trying to take it down there. We're not going to belabor this, okay? But it's the other half of being strong forward, okay? If you really understand what you're doing with the vertical stretch, you're automatically expanding in these directions. So having somebody push from behind is good practice. The good news is, other than a few Ushiro techniques, we seldom have anybody back there, okay? So the forward is the one. For waza, the forward's a big deal. But if you have the forward and you don't have the back, you're probably still out of whack somewhere, okay? Because what's the back stability doing? If arrow pulls me, that's the back stability, okay? So if he's pushing, that's one thing. But if he pulls, I have to be strong that way. Pull. That's got to go in. So then I can still move. Okay? So have somebody push on the back. And then if you're feeling like you're being relatively successful with that, do what we just did. Have them grab you and give you a pull. And it's not like I'm sitting here trying to be immovable. If he actually pulled, it would be okay to do this. I never lost my center. I just moved where it was. Okay? As opposed to this. That is what you don't want, because you do that, they've got you. That's Kazushi, and that's a judo guy just has you flying across the room at that point. Okay? Go ahead. So I should be able to walk backwards. And then I should be able to pushing harder. Walk forward, and just stop when I need to stop. Once you get to this point, you are starting to have a movable platform. That when you're moving, you're not losing your platform. Most people, if they have some stability when they're standing still, the moment they start doing their Arimi Tenkans and everything, it's out the window. Yes?
How are you getting under him or over him instead of going into him when you're going back?
With my intent, the same way I went forward.
What is your intent with your body?
Okay, so I'm just telling you how I think about it, okay? But, you know, when I moved forward, I led with the hara so that I really went under them and they went up. I'm doing the same thing. I'm leading with the hara. So when I'm shifting here, see him go up? With my intent, I'm leading from my hara. This, when I think about it, I don't think going this way. I am not trying to push him. I'm actually this way, and then I move underneath him here.